A quiet battle in the back of the field turned into one of the most chaotic, misunderstood wrecks of the Texas Truck Series night. No warning, no build-up on the broadcast, just suddenly 3 trucks destroyed on the front stretch, and a question that still doesn't sit right: how did this even happen in live traffic? Because what looked like a simple late race incident may actually point to a dangerous communication breakdown at nearly 180 miles per hour. Late in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race at Texas, a severe multi-truck crash erupted near the back of the field. Jake Garcia, already limping with damage and a flat tire, attempted to cut across the track to reach pit road. At nearly the same moment, faster trucks still at full race speed came barreling through. Justin Haley swerved through the grass to avoid contact, but lost control and slammed the wall. Connor Jones, coming in behind, had no time to react and collected Garcia, causing heavy damage. The race was red flagged, and all drivers were later checked and released from the infield care center. This didn't happen in the spotlight battle for the win. It happened deep in the pack, where communication is everything and visibility is limited. Jake Garcia had already been in trouble after a tight 3-wide situation earlier in the lap. That contact started a chain reaction, a tire issue, wall impact, and a slow struggling truck trying to recover. From there, everything escalated. Garcia believed he had clearance to move toward pit road based on instructions from his spotter. But at the same time, the race around him was still at full speed. That mismatch between a slowing, damaged truck and still racing traffic created the perfect storm. This matters because in Truck Series racing, the speed differential between wounded cars and leaders can be extreme. And when communication is even slightly off, the consequences are immediate. This crash isn't just about one bad decision. It's about timing, trust, and communication under extreme pressure. Garcia's perspective is straightforward. He was reacting to what he believed was clear instruction. At those speeds, drivers rely heavily on spotters because rear visibility is nearly useless. Mirrors only show a few truck lengths, and anything beyond that becomes guesswork. But here's the problem: when Garcia moved down track, he was still surrounded by traffic, moving nearly 3 times faster. That speed gap removes reaction time almost completely. From a system standpoint, this is where the danger becomes unavoidable. Even a 2-second delay in communication can mean the difference between a safe pit entry and a multi-truck wreck. Justin Haley's situation shows the chaos in real time. He wasn't racing for position, yet he was forced into an emergency evasive move through the grass. That kind of reaction is instinctive, not strategic. Once a driver leaves the racing surface at that speed, control becomes extremely limited. Then Connor Jones enters the picture. With limited visibility and closing speed, he had no realistic window to avoid contact once Garcia re-entered his lane. So, the key question becomes, was this a driver error or a spotter miscommunication that cascaded into a chain reaction? Strategically, this highlights a recurring issue in short track and Truck Series racing split-speed environments. Leaders are racing aggressively, while backmarkers are often limping at reduced speed but still on the racing line. That mismatch is where accidents like this are born. Reactions split immediately. Some fans are pointing directly at driver decision-making, arguing that cutting across live traffic, even with a flat tire, is inherently risky. Others are focusing on the communication angle, suggesting that spotters carry equal responsibility when guiding damaged trucks to active racing lanes. Analysts are also raising a bigger concern: whether race control protocols for slow or damaged vehicles in traffic need stricter standardization, especially in high-speed packs like Texas. The emotional divide is clear. Was this avoidable, or was it inevitable once the truck entered that position? Teams and NASCAR refined communication protocols, especially around damaged vehicles attempting to pit under green conditions. Spotter training and clearer no-go verification systems could reduce similar incidents. Nothing meaningfully changes, and we continue seeing high-speed backfield crashes where one miscommunication leads to multi-truck wrecks, especially on intermediate tracks where speed differences are extreme. So here's the real debate. Was this simply a driver trusting his spotter in a high-pressure moment, or a breakdown in communication that should never happen at 180 miles per hour? And more importantly, should NASCAR implement stricter rules for how damaged trucks re-enter pit road under green flag conditions? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this one is going to divide the garage and the fan base for a while. And if you want more deep breakdowns like this from across NASCAR and American motorsports, make sure you subscribe to SportsWire USA.